Okay, I think that is us. We said, I guess, and we are live. R&R is back after a long break. Is this on properly? If anyone in the chat can hear this, if you could just put that in. Okay, we're working. And we're back. It's live. We are live. Brilliant. Yep. R&R back on the air. RTV's resident radio show. And it is being hosted now by Nathan, Ben, and we're being joined by our first guest. I think our maker's on.
Hello.
You want to tell them who you are?
My name is Dylan and I'm in AirTV, I guess. I don't know how far I should introduce myself.
It's fine, I guess. How many listeners do we have? We have 10 listeners. I think that's a record-breaking thing for us, because we usually have like 5, and right, 3 of them I think are bots. So, because there's always the 3 people listening. But yeah, if you've never listened to R&R before, this is RTV's one and only radio show, formerly operated and created by Henry Swindell's former head of web. Woo. He ran this show pretty smoothly last year. I don't think he ever had any technical issues, so he brought RTV's radio site to the highest heights it had ever been. Yeah. And we'll continue the good work. We'll take the first few moments to dedicate this to him, because without his genius and comedic strength, R&R would not exist. So we dedicate the show to him from now on, every week. Anyway, we're live, and I guess we should get started, I guess. Yeah. So this is the RTV show. If you've not been on before, if you've not listened, we talk all things RTV. It was supposed to be a film show, but people ran out of things to talk about films, so, and then there was another film show. So this is the RTV show. Yeah, it is. Anyway, I think we'll take our first song break. Does anyone have anything they would like played, or any suggestions?
In this room?
Yeah. Or we'll take a song suggestion from the chat if anyone would like. We'll take them later, but if anyone has one just now. Do you guys want some?
You go ahead, man. First choice.
Okay. But with us of this taping. Great. I'll put them on. Hello?
Is this the David Steinbeck experience?
That
No,
show
it
got
isn't.
cancelled after one season. Low viewership.
Oh, never mind then. Have a good day.
Anyway,
That was cool.
for a second I didn't realise that I was, but I think we were just talking to RTV's very own auteur. Yeah. If my ears don't deceive me. Anyway, if you want to call in, feel free. And we'll happily talk to you for however long you want to talk. So you've never been in this room before. Has it lived up to all your dreams of what the inside of this castle looks like?
It is just as majestic on the inside
Yeah.
as it is on the
You should
outside.
see the inside of that room, the dungeon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like all the scrollings on it. Very cool.
From all the people that were trapped here and couldn't get out.
Well, they made some fine art while they were trapped.
Yeah, and I would suggest going down to the basement in the moment, but we'll see if that's possible. I think we should avoid doing any other technical stuff. Try the blue one.
Air3 Radio.
Your student radio station.
Your student union club of the year.
Follow Air3 Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And online.
This is
Bear with us
Air3
as we
Radio.
get past these technical glitches. we won't do that at the moment. We'll save all of that until later, I guess. But yeah, it's a nice room. What more is there to say? So anyway, we'll talk about RTV for a bit and all that jazz. So, you're a member of RTV, Dylan. How did that happen?
How did that happen? I heard about it a little bit in first year, at least my first year, and then second year, I, seeked it out or I stumbled across it, and yeah, it's great. It's a great little community.
You have to say then, though, since you're on committee.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
chained
to
up
say
in the
that it's
dungeon
good.
in Air3 Castle for sure. If I want any chance of getting out.
Yep. You get dragged onto a radio show at 11 in the morning. you gotta do the party line and say that all is great at RTV line. Because this is the unofficial propaganda machine. It exists to just fuel the RTV nationalism and mindset. That's the whole purpose of the show. To get people psyched up for the Wednesday meeting.
Yeah.
Get them ready to have a good time. Exactly. That's what it is, And what are we doing at tonight's meeting, might I ask? Tonight's meeting?
It seems we're doing a horror workshop hosted by Ben here.
Yes, we are. I think so, hopefully. Which is exciting because it's October, it's Halloween month. It's not quite Halloween, but the earliest the schedule would allow for, so... Well, it's going to be a good night. We've got a pumpkin. It's got the logo on it. Said pumpkin was carved a few days ago, and now, unfortunately, has a bad odor to it, but it stinks. Stay away from the meeting tonight.
Does that
There's a rotten pumpkin that stinks up the air.
Fits right in at AirTV. Just
Are
a
you
rotten
saying-
thing in the corner.
What other rotten things in the corner are you thinking of?
Whoever's in the corner, man.
Exactly. There's a lot of bad smells in 2W1.
Just add to the pile. So I will act as the surrogate for new listeners, if there are any. There might not be.
We're at 10 at the moment, which is quite good.
Still at 10. And you said 3 bots?
I think three
it's
of them. Two people are
bots.
always listening, so
Okay.
they are not real.
Well, if one of those 8 people are new like I am, what do we do here? What can we expect? Except from these just ramblings.
Well, you could expect a good time, phone-ins, music, game shows, talking about films, AirTV, all of that. And if anyone may remember when Nathan and I hosted for a couple of weeks last semester, we do like to do a thing right at the end of these when there aren't as many people listening. A few people have dropped off. Yeah, but for those who stay to the end, you will be given strict instructions for what to do this evening.
Okay.
So either stay to fulfill your mission or bugger off. Either one. Well, yeah, R&R is a great time. And if anyone listening here today happens to want to come on in the next few weeks, even just to see what this looks like, because you can only hear it. But if you could see this room at the moment, you'd be speechless. Yeah. You would just be looking around and it would be really something. Although they did take the turd away. You know, the emoji pillow? Did. That's gone. Yeah, there was a big turd that sat up there and they took it away. What? They thought it was too on the nose a metaphor for things.
What will we replace it with? Just keep the pumpkin for eternity.
We've got to find a place to put the AirTV pumpkin, so we don't have a media office, so could leave it in here. Would anyone notice it?
Is the dungeon in use apart from housing me? Could we make that the media dungeon?
Could we make that the media? That could be the new media office. We could all just crowd round that tiny little room in there,
and we'd all get out. I'd like to have people come and see me and hang out and get graft.
Yep, exactly. But anyway, so tonight is the horror workshop. There's other stuff going on today as well. I don't know. You were at the Suds play last night. Oh yeah. Have you got things to say about that? I enjoyed it a lot. Well, if they're listening, they did a great job. I enjoyed it. It was an interesting idea. Lots of cool themes in it. Yeah. It was my favourite one I've been to out of all the Suds plays that I've been to.
The best one last night.
Yeah. But we wish anyone listening here good luck with it today. Yeah. If you're listening. So, I think tonight is the horror workshop. We've gone over that. What else is happening at AirTV that the 9 listeners now need to know about?
7, 2 bots.
7 real people. What else is happening? Well, the 1990 films will be shown today. You had a fun time in the toilet last week, didn't you? I did have a fun time in the toilet. It was a great film. Hopefully it comes out cool. So, it will be interesting to watch. You know, it was definitely an experience being in the toilet with an unnamed actor, filming some very intense scenes, just the two of us. So it was quite intimate. It was quite intimate, you know.
This is excellent advertisement.
Unfortunately, we didn't have a well-being officer on site to just make sure everything was going okay. But it went well. I mean, you should have been filling out risk assessments, filming in a toilet like that. We should have. Yeah. I mean, it's the second AirTV video I've been involved in. We filmed in a toilet. You know? The same toilet? No, it's actually a different toilet. The first time was in Corkwood. This one was the disabled one in the atrium. I don't know if you've seen it before. I haven't. I've never had to go into the disabled toilet in the atrium. Well, it's right in the middle of the atrium and it's, you know, lots of people walking past, seeing, you know, 2 people coming out of the toilet. One of them's got a camera. You know, it's... I'm sure they had questions. And they'll all be answered when they see the masterwork that gets uploaded tonight. Yeah. But you guys were in the same group. What were you doing at the 1990?
We will not disclose, but it will be incredible. It is. But only we know.
It actually was pretty close to 90 seconds. It's like 3 seconds, 8 seconds over time. So it was actually a 1990. Wow. Probably for like the first time ever, they got one done in 90 minutes that turned out to be just about 90 seconds.
We'll take that win. I think that's about the only win we'll get from this piece.
Yeah. Well, like we said, the horror workshops tonight. I have brought a bag full of stuff. Severed limbs, etc. All the usual stuff. So if you happen to be there tonight, hopefully it will go well.
I'm sure it will.
So horror films. If it's October and we're doing the Halloween workshop this week instead of Halloween, we may as well talk about horror films, because this is still, at the moment, the only film-related radio show. It is. So horror films. You're a fan of horror.
Big time.
What are your favourite ones?
My favourite ones.
Oh wait, we've got a caller.
Good.
Just-
Gives me time to think.
Okay. Hello?
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 Put the speaker off. Hi, it's us from Suds.
Oh, hello. Hello, Suds.
Hello. Thank you for your kind words. We're all really thankful. And we all
You did great. Yeah, it went really well last night. How are you feeling about today?
Pretty good. Yeah. The energy here is electric. You can really feel it if you were in the room.
I'm imagining it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot better. What were your guys' favourite parts?
When your feet were out.
Great.
What was your favourite part, Nathan? Do you have a favourite? I
bit?
gotta say, I loved the Satan scene where he meets Judas in the bar. I thought that was a standout. Yeah, there were a lot of great scenes. The pilot scenes were very good. And yeah. And all the production design and lights and everything. It had a great vibe.
Oh, here comes Richard the now.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, is there anything we can improve for tonight's show, guys? In your professional opinion?
There was one tiny thing, but it wasn't your guys' fault. It was, you know how the scene where, towards the end, where Jesus is talking to Judas and he says, "Do you see him? Do you think he's real?" And then the light turns on, the light turns on to Satan. One of the staff guys was standing right next to him. So, yeah.
This is trying so hard not to laugh.
And he was sidestepping it.
Yeah, he's trying to get away, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's like, look at him, he's not real.
Yeah.
He's just like slowly stepping.
That's when I was like, oh my god, we're running over time. We need to speed this along quickly.
Like, Teddy, wash my feet faster.
Yeah. But yeah, we're all really thankful for your kind words, guys. We'll try and keep it up. Buy tickets on the McRoberts art website. Yeah, am I right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just chilling. Or at the desk, please. For 2 p.m. matinee, please.
What is a matinee? What does that mean?
Afternoon show. So,
Oh, okay.
at 2 p.m. Please come, please. Please.
Okay, that's enough of your promotion. Good luck, but we're turning you off.
Okay.
No self-promotion, except if it's AirTV related. Unless you're gonna sponsor us.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Well, for those not in the know, that is SUDS, the Acting Society. And that is what a matinee means. An afternoon thing.
And that's why you come to the show.
But an evening performance is just like a performance. So why is an afternoon one got a name after it? What's the difference?
We explore bigger ideas on here.
If you have opinions on the word matinee, feel free to call in and we can discuss it, along with the meaning of life and other important topics.
That's where the true discourse is.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about horror films.
We were.
Yeah, before we were politely interrupted.
Well, I feel left out. You've got an Evil Dead 2 t-shirt on, you've got an Exorcist t-shirt on, I didn't
Yeah.
really... get the memo. I'm wearing a Bob Dylan t-shirt.
Well, so what are your favourite horror films, would you say?
The first one that always comes to mind is The Fly from 86.
I think that's the grottiest, nastiest film I've ever seen. Genuinely.
If Our Pumpkin was a film,
Give it a few more days and it will stop being
Yeah,
like
like
that.
Jeff
I'm telling you,
Goldblum in
the
The Fly.
pumpkin is smelling quite badly. I was holding it in the car today and it left stains in undesirable places. I think it's like deposing in real time. If anyone wants to have the stinky, decomposing RTV pumpkin and they have
Just
leaf
have it.
stains, yeah. If we can arrange a handover after the workshop and someone would like to take that home with them, we would appreciate that because it's stinky.
I think we should freeze it, like Walt Disney said. Just have
Yeah.
it in the corner.
I mean, right after this, I'm gonna go to the shop and buy like spray so it smells nice.
That's not gonna help. It's just gonna smell like floral shit
Oh.
compared to just shit.
Well, apologies in advance to anyone coming to the meeting tonight. The pumpkin may look alright from a distance.
It stinks.
Don't try and smell it,
Yeah.
because it won't be nice.
That's the tagline for the show. It stinks. We now have the...
I carved it on Saturday. I put a lot of... Or Sunday. I
Doesn't
carved it
matter.
on Sunday. It was the only time I could manage it. So, forgive me.
For he
We
has
had to
sinned.
do it. So
We're getting
anyway,
off topic. I keep bringing up the
Yeah.
pumpkin. I apologize.
So
That's
horror
the last time.
The Fly. Yeah.
Fly's a good one. Is this recommendations? Is this what's the goal of this combo?
I guess just to talk about horror films.
Just discuss
Yeah.
any excuse. I'll take it. I was thinking about The Thing last night.
Yeah.
Most thing that John Carpenter does, he's got elements of just excellent little spooky things. I was watching It Follows last night.
Yeah.
That shit's a bit of a classic, a bit of a modern classic.
I've not seen it yet, but it's on the list.
Check it out. If you haven't, that's a new one that I would recommend. Well, new, it's like almost 10 years old now, but
We're talking about new ones. Talk to Me is coming out on Blu-ray and digital over like the next few weeks. Have you seen that?
I have not, but I will be picking it up or watching it in some way because I missed it in the cinemas, unfortunately.
Yeah, so Nathan, you liked Talk to Me, so talk to me about Talk to Me.
Talk to Me,
Excuse the pun.
besides being directed by two twin brothers who made their way through short films,
Okay.
which I think is very nice.
Okay.
It was also legitimately probably the scariest film I've seen in a cinema. And probably, at least for a first watch anyway, like, genuine. It's a great thing to see towards the middle of the night in a slightly empty theatre. It's pretty great.
You like it when cinemas are empty?
What is this, man?
You like cinemas not having good business? Is that what you're trying to say?
No one to talk to when Talk to Me.
So-
Talk to Me made its budget back in more than that.
I think it made more money.
I think it's A24's highest grossing horror film, so
Is that true?
I'm glad we went on a quiet day to get the whole experience of it.
Have you seen a prequel or sequel? I'm actually unsure. Has been greenlit.
Yeah. hmm
You know about it?
I think, was it a prequel and a sequel? It might have been.
That's a pretty big win
Yeah.
for these boys. Wow. Do you think that warrants it? I haven't seen it, but do you think it?
I think it's genuinely one of the best horror films ever made. Like, genuinely.
Does that mean you're interested for a prequel or sequel?
I mean, I'd be fine if it was by itself, but like, I trust those guys to make a good one.
Cool.
So,
You feel the
Okay.
same way? How
Nice.
about the new Exorcist film?
I wouldn't see that.
The Exorcist believer. You don't believe in it?
No, I'm not a believer.
In The Exorcist the believer?
I do not believe in the Exorcist believer.
And why is that?
You gotta respect William Frederick, you know what I mean?
You want to go into that?
If he didn't want the film to get made, you shouldn't go and see it. That's my humble opinion on it.
Is your T-shirt of the original? I assume not the.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Imagine.
it doesn't say
Get that
2
shit
or
right
3
now.
on it, so I hope it is. But I'm not a believer in the horror kind of, the new sequels that come out. They say like the original sequels didn't exist and this is the real sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in those.
I'm trying to think of one that I am interested in. I'm not sure if there is any.
I mean, I liked the first It when that came out.
Oh yeah,
Didn't really like the second one.
I'm in agreement. But Bill Hader's awesome.
Yeah. I can't remember who that is, but I'm sure he is.
That's older Richie.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Anyway, so you want to talk about any horror films you do like? The best splatter horror film, if you're looking for blood, it's got to be Brain Dead. Easy. Yeah. A lot of blood in that one. Although if you want to watch it, you either have to look online or get the German copies. But I'm not saying you should do that. Definitely not online. And I'm definitely not saying on order you should buy German bootlegs of the film.
You're not a believer?
German bootlegs?
Yeah.
I have to believe in them because I have some. So I believe in them, but I'm not saying you should buy them.
They were gifted to you.
Yeah, you could say that. And they're not in German, actually. They're in English, but they're made in Germany.
You're really selling these things that you...
And the text on them is German as well. So if you're like a big collector and you don't want to have a German title in your DVD collection, I wouldn't get them, but they don't exist anywhere else, so you don't have a choice really if you want to own them. As long as the film plays, it works. You know, what's the deal? But R&R is not telling you to buy German bootlegs. Or any bootlegs. Yeah. Or we aren't promoting any pirating or anything like that. For those listening. But anyway, we'll move on.
Ben?
Yeah?
Horror films that you like that you do not have bootlegged?
Well, I have to go with Evil Dead. All of them, pretty much. You know, that's the top of the bar, you know. Sam Raimi made that when he was like 19. Pretty unbelievable.
Makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, it does. It's like a first year at AirTV. Imagine they came in and they make Evil Dead.
I can't imagine it.
What a guy. I think we should take a minute to ponder that. Because everyone's past 19. Unless we have a first year watching, they may not be 19. You still have time to be the next. But we are not telling you to drop out of university and go and make Evil Dead. But if you wanted to,
we're telling you come to RTV tonight.
It worked out well for Sam Raimi. Yeah, come to RTV tonight.
And become Sam Raimi.
Yes.
2. The new one.
You know, you might even find your Bruce Campbell at RTV. You don't know.
Yeah.
You never do. And I'm trying to think what other horror films. The Invisible Man, definitely.
The old one?
Yeah. Well, the new one's great as well, but that's like a completely different vibe, really. Because the 30s one's more of a comedy, but the new one that came out in the 2020 or 2019, that's like a full-on horror. Yeah.
It's pretty scary, man.
Yeah.
Probably the best example of something being updated.
Guess it's kind of the same idea, like it's not the same character, like the same iconography, you could say.
Yeah, it actually, probably the best part of the original, we were talking about this recently, is that the main character is the creature. Often the creature is just like catalyst for the human character.
I think that's the worst in the Wolf Man. Like I think he's got 2 minutes of screen time or something. No, the worst one for that is the original Mummy film. Yeah. It's in like the first 10 minutes for 10 seconds, and then the rest of the film it's just some guy in robes walking around.
But that's why I say that's good and impressive about the new one, is that it's not that we're focusing on a human character yet. It's just as good. That's kind of the only time we've gotten that. I would say that's actually pretty excellent.
But speaking of The Invisible Man, we will have a lot of props for you to use. We don't always have props.
Did we bring the invisible string?
I was going to get on to that. You ruined the build-up.
You gotta change it, you gotta lie. We have an invisible suit. You can walk around.
Yeah, but as I was saying, we don't always have props at RTV. We do have them tonight, including, as I was just about to say before I was rudely interrupted, invisible string.
You better believe it.
Which, if anyone here has seen the 48-hour video from May, they'll know the best scene of that film is when James makes a hat fly off of the ground, only achieved by the incredible visual effects of invisible string.
Movie magic, truly.
And
I'd say you have to see it to believe it, but it's invisible, so you just gotta believe it. You gotta be a believer, but not an exorcist believer. You can believe in exorcism all you want. It may happen tonight.
I wonder if they've made enough money. Imagine they're using invisible string in Believer 2 because they have no coin.
Maybe they are. Who knows? But speaking of the 48-hour challenge, I hear that is going ahead again this week.
Another one.
Yeah. This is, for those not in the know, the 48-hour challenge is a thing run by nice people, and it's like, make a film in 48 hours. It starts on a Friday night, ends on a Sunday night. You get a piece of paper that tells you the genre you gotta make your film in. Everyone gets like the same character, and you get some more stuff. And we usually spend like the Friday night writing it, then the Saturday and some of the Sunday just filming all of it. And then some people will edit it on the Sunday. So if you've never done that before, you should get excited about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is gonna be my fourth one. So for those of you listening that have done quite a few, you won't be looking forward to how exhausting and tiring it is.
But exciting.
It is exciting.
And a great way to learn. So if any of those facets you're unsure on that you just explained, it's a great way to learn from.
Yeah.
From
a great way to spend 48 hours if you have it free.
Which we definitely don't. But we will.
And yeah, you get to see it in the cinema as well. They're going to play in the GFT sometime. Is it next week or the week after?
I don't know, because you get all the forms sent to you, so you should really know.
Yeah, Ben. When is it?
I can't remember. It's either next week or the next week. We'll go to the GFT in Glasgow, which is a lovely cinema. And you get to watch either yourself on screen or you'll see your name in the credits.
Isn't that exciting?
And then you can tell your family and friends, I'm not wasting my time doing a filmmaking degree. See, I've played in the GFT.
I'm wasting my time in other ways.
But not at RTV and not at tonight's horror workshop, which you should come to because it will be worth it.
It will be.
I've heard it's the best workshop of the year. Is that right?
You're kind of setting me up. I had a week to prepare for this. You're hyping
a week? A week to prepare and it's going to be the best workshop of the year?
You're trying to set me up so that when you do want to later in the semester.
Do you think we'll even have to do any more after this one? Is that a conversation to have? This could be the last one.
I don't know. We may end up doing it on our own.
Let the audience decide if it's too good. Can't top it.
If you enjoy the horror workshop and you want more workshops
when you enjoy the horror workshop.
Yeah, when you enjoy it. Just...
You don't even have to enjoy it. If you get frightened and terrified, same thing. Same difference.
Mm-hmm.
And
although, obviously, if you do get frightened and terrified, there are welfare officers that you should probably speak to.
For sure, they'll give you a little blanket and some cookies.
All of the props we will be using tonight are not actually real, so...
If you see someone swinging an axe towards you, it isn't made of wood. It's just like a thing. It's a prop, it's not real. Yeah.
Most of the limbs are fake.
I hope so.
Although you never know what this kind of stuff is made of. We have 10 fake fingers. One of them is real. Ha ha ha. It's so funny.
We mustn't joke about this. Should I bring any of the props here from the dungeon up?
I mean, yeah. They can't hear us. They can't see us. I mean, hopefully they can hear us. Yes, at the moment we're looking at a great polystyrene skull. Yeah.
Ah, yes, polystyrene.
Yeah. It looks great. It does. You know, I presume I wish you could see it, the 8 listeners minus the 2 bots, but this is an audio-only medium, so you can't. But that's the beauty of radio, you know. You can hear us, and a lot of you are probably doing something interesting. Or I think I played a song by accident. I don't know if it's playing or not. We have the faders down, so it shouldn't be. Okay, but you're listening to us. You're probably doing something very interesting. Whilst you're listening to us.
I don't think anyone listening is doing anything interesting.
I mean, are you doing something interesting? If you're doing something really interesting, phone in and let us know what really interesting thing that is. We want to talk to you.
And if this is the interesting thing,
or we will make the assumption that you have nothing better to do than listen to this.
This is what we want. This is discourse.
You should be fighting the allegation that you have nothing better to do with your Wednesday from 11 to 1. Someone just stop listening.
Beat the case. Stop listening.
You.
Great. Well done.
Go and do that interesting thing that guy that stopped listening.
He's gone.
You told them to stop and they stopped. It was a character test. Are they committed or are they not?
Yeah.
They're
the
back
bots
on.
are the real ones. How ironic.
It may not be the same guy. It could be someone else. If it's the person that's left, they took a moment, they reflected on what they want to get out of this listening experience, and they've come back even more committed to it.
You're a coward.
But if you have something more interesting to do, phone in and make us feel bad about it. Yeah. We're happy to talk to you if you want to call. Just phone the number in the chat and we will talk for however long you'd like to.
You say it's an audio medium. Have we ever considered filming?
Well, we did film it for the Christmas special last year. I don't know, did you watch that?
I've seen clips.
You seen all 2 hours of it?
No. I will be frank.
If you've got to spare 2 hours, it's a great time.
But I'm doing so many interesting things.
You know, submitted for NASTA 2023 Best Live Program.
Wow.
And they gave us a pat on the back for it and told us good luck with the next one. Yeah, so we'll be doing, you know, they seem to like it, so we'll be doing the exact same thing this Christmas, hopefully. Wow. Although I'm looking now, they've changed the setup of the room, so...
It has been stripped bare.
We can't actually recreate it the exact same, which is unfortunate, but we'll try. We can move a few tables around, get it just right. Yeah, we will. I mean, we could film in here. That's just the one thing we submit to the NASTAs every year for live coverage. The one live stream that gets a slightly higher quality each year. Yeah. Because it was at like 480p or something. This year it'll be like 720 and then gradually we'll just... It will get better each time. Anyway, I think we should cut to a song break. Anyone got a suggestion, or has anyone in the chat got a suggestion of a song you want to hear? Or I'm gonna presume all of your music taste is just so embarrassing that you would rather no one hear it.
It's impressive. You guys are very talented at stirring up the pot.
You know? It doesn't even need to be a song you like. If you know that someone you don't like is listening to this, or if you don't like us, suggest a song that's awful. That will work.
Wow.
Give us your worst song you can think of and force us to listen to it for 2 minutes. I'm waiting. There's like 8 people listening.
6.
Okay, if you have a song suggestion, we're just gonna have to put him back on, which is unfortunate because we didn't wanna go back to him immediately, but you've given us no choice. Somebody's just stopped listening because they know what's coming, but
What would be a good one? I'm trying to figure out. You have this coming.
We have one. Ciaran has messaged in saying Ghost Town by the Specials.
It's too late, we're putting this one on. You were too late.
Well done.
You get this. You deserve this.
That we got nothing in common. Hey brother, I disagree. Let's get up, down, shake it out, take it to the ocean, let it sink in, sink or swim, sing it once again. Let's get up, down, drown it out, flip the TV over. Everybody start making sense. Let's be friends. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. So you can fan up the flame. Stay separated like the water and oil. Hey sister, quit playing games. Let's get up, down, shake it out, take it to the ocean, let it sink in, sink or swim, sing it once again. Let's get up, down, tune it out, flip the TV over. Everybody start making sense.
Okay, so that's what happens when you don't put song suggestions in it. And that was dedicated to Henry Swindell's. That was his favourite song, dedicated to him.
The least repetitive song.
So you've had a whole... You were given this show back in April or May, right? Yeah. You knew what to expect. You had a whole summer. When I asked, have you talked to Ringo? Is he available to come on? He will be available to come on. Just not today. He will be on next week. Okay. Yeah. He's very busy at the moment with Beatles-related stuff. You know, Ringo Starr, he's a very confusing guy. I don't know if you heard, but, you know, they're making a new Beatles song. Yeah. And Sir Paul asked him to do drums on it. Yeah, I heard that. And then originally he said, no, I'm not interested. He said he couldn't be bothered doing it. the last Beatles song, and he couldn't even be bothered doing a little bit of drumming for it. Like, it's his whole thing.
He's a disgrace.
Yeah.
We're actually, if we can, sometime this semester, we aim to hopefully we're gonna get Pete Best on here.
Oh yeah, we will get Pete Best on this show.
We're gonna ask him, and we're gonna phone him, and we're gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
You know, if we can't get Ringo, we will get Pete Best.
The next best thing. Just about.
Just the best. And anyway, it's enough of Ringo for now. What are we talking about?
Not much, I assume.
We were talking about interesting things that no one else is doing, which is why they're listening to this.
Yeah, there's 8 people listening. We're going to talk about something else in a minute. But if any of you people listening want to phone us or suggest a song, please do so.
We did have a song request.
Do we?
We do. By Ghost Town.
We'll put that on soon. But if anyone wants to call, feel free. You've got like 50 minutes to do it. So we expect to be hearing from some of you very soon. But anyway, we'll move on. Talk to me about the anthology. You want to talk about that?
So, that is a drama show, which is a rare thing.
Well,
I
we've got
actually
to call
greenlit
it. Stop
that.
talking. Okay, we've got to call it. Hello, who is this?
Hello, this is Ciaran Sweeney.
Oh, hello. How are you? How are you doing this fine morning?
I'm wonderful. I'm walking around campus, got nothing to do. And
You got nothing to do?
I'd phone into my favourite radio show.
This isn't the David Steinbank experience.
Is it not?
It isn't. We've gone through this.
I'm walking around with this microphone then.
I don't know. I mean, I'm worried now because you're saying you're walking around with nothing to do. And you know what this station is.
Oh. Well,
I'm...
in fact, actually, I could come because I have a special guest. Oh, this could be exciting.
Okay.
So, you have about 40-50 minutes if you can get here on time.
I need to ask as well, how are you feeling after last week?
After last week? Oh,
After the toilet incident.
the toilet incident. I've got to say, I hope... did you guys edit it?
I haven't edited it. Someone else edited it, I think.
Well, I hope you've given it, the respect it deserves.
I mean, it's your best performance, I'd say.
Yeah. I put a lot into it, to be honest.
It's the one video of the whole semester I actually really want to see at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not able to... I can't be there for the premiere.
Oh.
I'm at the play.
I mean, you could leave and then come to the AirTV room, watch it, and then head back.
Yeah, during the intermission, I could do that.
Yeah. We can halt the workshop so we can premiere it early.
Yeah. I think AirTV starts at 7. I think the play starts at 7, unfortunately.
What can you do?
I know. But, okay, I'm going to try. Well, this is... Anything else you want to say before I rush the studio?
I was talking to your aunt over the weekend. She says hi.
Yeah, that was weird. I had to figure out who it was.
Did you not know that they were running a film festival?
No. Were they running it?
Yeah, they were presenting.
They were a presenter at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they've been doing it for like a few years, so...
Right, okay. Well then I've got to...
You gotta talk to her and see if she can help get some RTV films selected for it.
Maybe even your toilet film.
Yeah,
Best
if you put
actor.
a word in, we can get that 1990 selected for next year.
Yeah, it could be Best Drama.
Best Scottish film.
Best actor.
They're all... You're too kind, guys.
And I'm telling you, when I was in that toilet filming you, and those intimate moments, that acting was... It was like I was watching Brando or something, it was...
looking from behind the camera, I could just tell this is what cinema is all about. Capturing emotion.
It's like how Scorsese threw everyone out of the room when De Niro was looking in the mirror in Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
In that space.
It's something I'll always remember.
Yeah, we just shot the shit and, you know...
We captured cinema magic.
A force of nature.
We did. Maybe the first classic of the year. What about the Tiger? That was a classic. I guess, but it's kind of like last year, right? 'Cause I can hear you walking. I'm thinking, are you gonna...
Am I gonna walk?
Are you coming towards us? I don't know. I'm getting worried because I just heard gravel footsteps.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I've not crossed the bridge yet. I'm currently traversing through the grass.
Yeah.
So, because I didn't want to go through the atrium talking to my phone. So
I can understand that.
It's just a commentary on me walking.
I mean, this is why you should listen to our enough, because you get to hear Ciaran walking.
Yeah. That's why I listen. Right, I'm gonna love you and leave you, but hopefully, if I make it in the time, see you again.
We'll see you when we see you, and if we don't, peace be with you. We'll watch you in the toilet in the video later tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
There will be a red carpet waiting for you. That was nice.
And he's gone, just like that. So what are we talking about?
We're talking about Ben's anthology of bathroom films. No?
We could make them.
You are making them.
Yeah, we've got... In first year we made Paw Patrol University.
Mm-hmm.
That was filmed in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got... The Odd Grove was almost filmed in a bathroom. And we were advised it wouldn't be a good idea to film in a bathroom in the middle of the day. I think it's better on a bench because it's a bit weirder. Like, surely you should be doing this in a bathroom. Like, lock yourself in, get some towels, but he goes on a bench and does it. Yeah. I mean, an act of public indecency, surely. Our viewership has gone up.
Woo!
That's Ciaran Sweeney's impact.
It's the Sweeney
It
effect.
might even be his aunt listening. Who knows? So what are we talking about? We're talking about the anthology. What is that? That's a drama show. Why are we running it? We're not the heads of drama. Well, interestingly enough, Dylan's running it. Interestingly enough, The Worm, which started it all, was filmed on the 31st of May. What's special about that day? Because that was a day when I was still head of drama. So I greenlit the show. So it is a drama show. Okay.
And it will be.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
What have you got to say about it? Hopefully we can make something. I think we've got 2 in development.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
2 in active development.
Yeah.
If anyone listening wants to make one, or direct one, or write one, or phone in with your idea.
Or if anyone wants to
And we'll
help,
sort it out. We'll sort out the schedule right here.
please help me make a fishman costume. I'm struggling.
Yeah, we'll tease that. We're making a film about a fishman will be made over the next few weeks. And we're talking proper fishman. Proper costume, proper fish face, proper fish out of water type stuff, and fish in water.
We are looking for someone
Yeah.
who is down to literally mutate into a fishman.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it, because the place that we are filming, you will not get Sean Astin. You won't get a big bit of glass in your foot in a bit of water.
No,
You
will
can
only
guarantee
get
that?
mutated.
I'll do it myself.
12 listeners now.
Is that what that's called?
Big
Being Sean
10
Astin
full
if you get
listeners.
glass in
I
your
just
13
made that up.
listeners.
Oh, 13?
We're on a high.
So we've got 10 besides the box.
Oh, it went down.
Oh.
It's gone down.
Wow, it was that bad. 5 seconds. In and out.
Anyway, fish people.
So that
Fish
will be
people.
the fishman thing.
Please.
Before the year is out, you will believe in fish people
Yep.
that come in and out of the water.
And terrorize people.
Yeah, you will believe it.
Written by yours truly. You will be a believer.
You will believe in the fish man. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not the title yet, is it? The fish man.
No, the current title is just Creature Feature, but
look out for that one. But you will believe in the fish guy thing. And speaking of filming, the lock-in is coming up. Reading week. So if anyone listening here is thinking, wow, it's reading week, and I've got nothing to do, you can make a film during reading week, you know? That's where such classics like Joint Media Award 2022 winner, The Odd Goof on the Back of Bert's Very Neck, stemmed from. You know, you can make an award-winning film during reading week. You voiced The Odd Goof, didn't you?
I did.
And I had The Odd Goof. It's like a reunion of The Odd Goof.
Probably our most intimate film.
Yeah.
Growing out of another member. I think that's the furthest we've gone.
It may be, yeah.
Wow. Should we make that an award?
Well, actually,
Cultivate a win.
some of you listening may remember Trump 2. We've lost 2 listeners the second you bring that up. They knew what was coming and they were disgusted. Don't try and find that film. It's gone from YouTube, but there are ways to find it. I heard there are ways to find it. Is that correct? Not Trump German bootlegs, but other ways.
Yeah, there's a Blu-ray.
You may or may not be able to access it on a certain website. Yeah, so you're the head of web. What's your opinion on websites? You want to talk about that? Just in case any of the listeners are thinking, you know, I don't know what these committee people are doing. How can you be head of a website? Well, I've always had a love for websites. Yeah. And I found an even deeper love for the AirTV website after Henry did his development. So I develop it further. Yeah. Exactly what it says on the tin. I develop the web. Pretty simple.
Yeah, effective. You're making big changes, big money moves.
Yeah. I even added an R&R page on the website that takes you to another website where you can listen to this. So instead of going through one website to get to R&R, you can go on our website, go on the features page, go on the R&R page, click that, click the listen button, it will take you to the Air3 Radio page, and click the play button, then you can hear this.
We're giving you so many things to do. That's an activity in itself
before
listening.
If you want to take a shortcut, just go on the R3 website. But if you want to show support to the RTV website, you can do that. Click on the RTV website, features page, R&R, and then there'll be a link to the R3 page.
Show support.
And that way both websites get traction. I don't know what traction does, but
we hear it's good. We've been told.
Yeah. They've told us the traction is good. Is the traction good for the website? It's tractioning.
There's certainly traction.
Yeah. Do we want to play a song on dedicated to Ciaran as he tracks over here? See if he can make it by the time the song ends. What is it?
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town?
Yep. I was actually going to recommend
this is his challenge. If he can make it to the studio by the time this song is over,
Topo.
We will let him in.
Yep.
Okay, putting it on just now. Song is over. We will let him in. Okay. Okay, we're back, and we're joined by a new guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, it's Ciaran Sweeney.
Woo!
You were a regular on the show
I was.
for a while,
Yeah, how many did I think I did 3, or maybe 2, I might be wrong.
and that was with Henry.
That was with Henry. I was the first guest on Air and Air.
And you threw it back on again.
Wow, maybe I'll never leave.
Whoever does it next year, you'll be back on.
I guess I've got to be the first guest there. It was me and Joseph who did the first
It's
one.
officially started now that we had the full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a repetitive cycle for me. A destructive cycle for me. But
And of course, you hosted a show last
did.
year.
The
Or
David-
co-hosted.
yeah, no, I was a reoccurring guest on the David Steinbeck Experience with Ciaran Sweeney.
So it's fair to say you like radio?
I do love the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I think everyone should join Air3. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
When you come on to get the thing working, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You just gotta phone the station manager a million times to figure out what's wrong. But after that, it's fine.
I think we gotta work more to set up like a whole server.
Okay.
I don't know if we did it correctly, but
It's working.
Okay. Well, I was able to hear.
I don't know if it will work in the future, but it's working now.
There's traction.
Well, as I said on the phone, I do have a special gift for you. This is like a children's show, yeah. So I'm going to reveal it. It's
For those listening at home, he's currently looking through his
I
pocket.
think I've lost the gift.
This is an audio medium, so if you want to describe it to
Okay.
the listeners.
Well, a drum roll, please, and listeners at home. Ah, it's a hard drive. Woo!
A hard drive.
With the back catalogue of Air on Air. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, for those listening at home that are enjoying it,
They can,
after we get it uploaded, you can listen to like 20 hours worth of last year.
yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
You can spend a whole week listening to hour and hour.
To Air on Air. That's what I'll be doing. Screw the 800 episodes of Doctor Who that are coming on iPlayer.
I know, I saw that.
The 20 episodes of Air on Air that's coming on YouTube, can't beat it.
There's going to be this is like finding missing episodes or something.
Yeah.
Recovering lost media.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I think there's also a bunch of David Steinbanks on here, so I need to go through it.
I think we're recording this morning. I clicked. That is the one to record, right?
Which one?
This one.
Where's the mouse? Yeah, that's recording.
So
Where
they're
does that go
listening
when
to
I
this.
stop?
It goes on the hard drive. There's a folder that they all go into.
So they're listening to this when it's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You could say thanks to Ciaran for sorting that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the little graphic for the Air on Air as well.
The new one?
The old one with the record player and stuff.
We can use the old one. That one. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
We can use that.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time on that, but I don't think it paid off. Because you have to export the video every time. It takes like a day.
We'll make it work,
Yeah.
and in 10 years' time, people will still be using it.
Still be
and they'll
using it,
say,
hopefully.
who made this? Who was it that did this? I wonder what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
And then they'll listen back to this episode and they'll say, oh,
Murder suicide.
it was Ciaran Sweeney that made it. The guy from the toilet film.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy. He did a lot.
I will say I'm just going over your whole conversation because you were talking about there's a secret website you can see a film called Trump 2. There's also an Easter egg in that player thing for Trump 2.
Huh?
Yeah.
For the
For the Air and Air graphic, there's a Trump reference in that.
Do you want to reveal it, or are you
It's
gonna
pretty
keep the
easy.
secret?
It's pretty easy to spot. The posters on there, like hidden behind some other posters.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, for those eagle-eyed viewers.
For those obsessed with AirTV,
Yeah.
which if you're on, you should.
Why are you listening to this?
Very niche listening pool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a text.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
A listener texted me. I didn't know who it was, but Ciaran has figured it out. So to respond to the listener that said, heading the show from sunny Glasgow, living graduate life, I will say, right now I am Ben talking, because you were a bit confused, and the other one's Nathan.
That is correct.
We'll try and remind you at home.
It is an audio-only medium, so it could get very confusing very quickly.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier in visual medium, I've heard.
Yeah.
Slightly.
There should be a candle, like let 2 candles, and then someone lights them in the media office for which one's speaking. So then everyone who's listening can figure out who. If we can get back to the media office.
Yeah.
Will we take a moment's silence for the media office?
Yeah.
I think we should.
And all the people that couldn't make it out in time and got trapped.
All our dear listeners.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
We used to have that 500 full.
They've got it playing on the TV at the moment.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the rack collapsed at the door. They can't get out.
They're like those miners trapped in Chile. But they've just got air to help them.
I think that's worse.
I mean, hopefully whatever shows on next is good. So
hopefully.
You know, if they're listening to R3 all the time, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
otherwise it's just a burner
playlist going on.
Yeah.
There will be a 24-hour broadcast, but we're not doing it today.
Yeah.
So your entertainment is up for the week in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, this isn't really a moment's silence, I've got to say.
I think it's too sad. We're just trying to avoid.
Yeah. No silence, just memories.
What else do we have to discuss? Or are there any little gimmicks that we have on this show?
Well, actually, there's one. If you guys wanna, we can. The one with the music.
Yeah, if we
we'll
can
do that
figure out the music.
So, how did they get it? Is it like one of these?
Air3 Radio.
No.
Hey, this is Kevin.
This is Sean.
This is Eli. This is Nick. And we are Walk the Moon. You're listening to Air3 Radio.
Okay, we'll put that one on. So,
Okay.
I don't
Do you
know
want
if
to put the fader up so we can hear it?
What one is it?
So
one?
try the last one.
You hear it?
Yeah.
They can hear it. Why can't you hear it?
I'll pretend I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember it, but last year there was a game where you would have to improvise a film and there'd be music.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. For the scene.
What did we do? Or how did Henry do it again? I'm trying to remember.
Did he give us a prompt or?
And we have to make up
Let's
a
say-
film over the course of the music.
So you give a
Let's
prompt.
say we'll do a Halloween edition.
Okay.
Yeah,
Halloween.
even though it's like 20 days away.
Yeah.
But
So
still.
imagine you're at the
Yeah, you've
RTV horror workshop tonight.
Okay.
And you have to make a horror film with someone stuck in a toilet.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Okay.
So
I think we tried improving that last time.
yeah.
Okay.
So just when the music starts, if you guys want to go, I guess.
Okay.
I hope you can hear it.
Since you have experience in this area, you want to kick us off?
Okay, so this music, it's very upbeat, it's very, energetic. So I think as there's someone trapped in the toilet, there's a team of people trying to break in. It's like a sort of Ocean's 11 sort of thing.
For sure.
Yeah, one's in the vents, one's trying to steal the keys. That's and it's back again.
Yeah. You have it. We can play it a few days.
That's what I'm thinking. Ocean's 11 of a guy who's trapped in the toilet.
Those tiles, just remove one, comes down. Why is the guy in there? Why is he trapped?
I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of something stupid like how they needed a weighted guy in the first Ocean's 11 to match it. Maybe they have to find another person whose weight on the toilet matches.
He's had violent diarrhea and he's waiting for a friend to bring him a new pair of trousers.
There's really a jam in that stool.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to get.
It's like the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
We gotta get that man out of the toilet and into our van's toilet so we can get that diamond before it passes out of him.
And then the music stops. So,
And that's the film, I guess.
yeah. So if anyone is struggling for a lock, can I do?
It's in the script bank.
It's right there.
Yeah.
We'll add it in.
Yeah.
I mean, Nilo is listening. Head of drama, if you could
Write that up.
Right.
Best you can remember. Or if you'd like to write it down.
Oh, it's up here.
I mean, the skip
Always.
bank is really... It saved me a few weeks ago in a workshop. I had no idea. It was the camera workshop. I had gone through all of the camera stuff. Had no idea what to film. And, someone suggested we take something from the script bank.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
I've got to say
the Almond Boy.
It never occurred to me to take stuff out of the script bank. People should just, if they think of a silly idea, just put that in.
There's 3 more of them, so
Okay.
they're going to run out pretty soon.
Yeah, I've got to write some stupid sketches.
And then in 10 years' time, someone may make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was written by that guy that was trapped in the toilet.
Trapped in the toilet, murder suicide.
The two.
And wrote the other film about the toilet that we made.
And you were involved in Paw Patrol as well, weren't you?
I was also on the toilet. In that.
You were the horse.
I was the horse. Yeah. I wore a horse mask and smoked a cigarette on the toilet. It's very distinguished work.
A long history of these toilets in RTV.
Mm-hmm. I think I've been saying it a lot, but I'm never I'm not the hero in these movies. I've always just...
Well, I mean, I think a bit
of me dies every time I do a workshop video.
Of all the Pauls in the Paul trilogy, I think you did the best.
Better than Paul himself.
Yeah. I think it was a more touching performance. I really believed in the romantic drama.
Yeah, I've studied him for 4 years, so I think that showed.
Who was it in the second one?
Oh, good question.
The second one, I think you
David?
could skip that.
Was it David?
No, because he was in our group filming it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The second one in that trilogy,
Paul Dixon.
The Weakest Link.
Mm-hmm.
You could skip the second one, watch the first and third.
Yeah, it's like...
I think the third one is the best because it's got a political message to it,
What's the first one? Is that the one I'm in, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second one, it was like the 10-minute one.
Oh, yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
And the third one that was relevant to the times. It was political, it was beautiful.
Yeah. It was, I think the trick with the workshop videos is the shorter the better. But maybe not last week's length of short, which was 10 seconds.
So not 10 minutes?
Not 10 minutes nor 10 seconds. Somewhere in between. There's a range of numbers you could pick from there.
I mean, the workshop videos, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
The best RTV content.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah.
And years to come, everyone who is on RTV will either look back at workshops fondly, and it'll be a nice memory, or they'll awkwardly be messaging the social media.
Please take these down.
Can you take this down? You're in a job interview and you get asked, so we saw this video and you're in a disabled toilet.
Breathing heavily, like you're about to kick a wall down.
I mean, if you were to be cancelled for any RTV video, what would it be?
Oh,
the stage is open.
I've done a lot of stupid stuff.
What about you?
I'm pretty clear.
The one about cliches in gay media. There's nothing wrong with that one, but it's a bit confusing.
Right.
You're talking about confusion.
It's like the cliches, but one of really talking about cliches. That one's a confusing one, out of context.
Yeah.
That would be quite confusing.
Yeah. Speaking of the Paul trilogy, I did walk in and say I should never have married that bitch.
I mean,
that's a weird audio.
If anyone finds the video out of context, you put your people animal masks.
Yeah.
It looks like a cult.
Yeah, it looks like a fetish video that I've funded and made myself.
I like this highlight reel of things that can cancel you.
Yeah.
Should do it.
I always wonder, if you come across one of these videos, would you even know it's like a university?
Yeah, that's what I think a lot as well.
It's these people usually with white walls
Yeah.
behind them. I don't want to say it, but it looks like a place for
Yeah.
asylum.
We have a massive audience in the Philippines who have no idea what's going on
I mean, I thought that when the Home Alone Fight Club one came out, like, it's not obvious it's in a university, it's late at night, like, it's very confusing. You'd think, like, is there something wrong with these guys?
Yeah.
Like,
Once you get some downtime.
who is it that's making them be in these videos? It's pretty weird, but...
This is all just one big tease for the channel. Please
check the subscribe to the channel.
And if you're
AirTV Stirling.
a fresher, if you're in first year, you've got a lot of catching up to do. You've got to watch like 3 years worth of videos.
1,000 videos.
Yeah.
And then the Vimeo.
And the Vimeo.
Yeah.
Do you guys pay for the Vimeo this year? We didn't use it much last year. Gotta be said.
It's not coming the radar yet.
Okay. Never mind then. I'm just noticing now the David Steinbank phone number's up there.
And I ask, you're Naster, right?
Yeah.
Because I affiliated it and I've not heard back from them yet.
Sorry? What did you say?
I filled the form out, right? They
it takes forever.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
I just know I'm gonna get asked about it today.
Yeah.
Like the 4th week in a row, I gotta have
It took us a long time, and then they did the payment form wrong at some point. So I think
So I have that to look forward to.
Yeah. Last year affiliation wasn't even open until like November or October or something. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to put a word in, we can get a discount, you know?
Maybe. I'd have to start going to a meeting, which I should do.
I've got to say, your family's got some pretty strong links in the film world at the moment.
Yeah.
You're in NASTA, and then your aunt's running film festivals.
HB Film Festival, yeah.
The Sweeney family's got a monopoly on things, right?
Yeah, we're...
it's an empire.
Yeah, we're the Coppolas of the Glasgow film scene.
Anyway, we've got 10 minutes left, so for those still listening, we like to do something at the end. Some of you may be committee, some of you may be members, but we're going to ask you to do something. For those of you in committee listening, and someone else just joined.
If you're in committee, this is your task. Either before the meeting is started properly or sometime in it.
Wait, first of all, there's a music workshop coming up in a few weeks. I want one of you to passionately say, for the music workshop, can we have a group dedicated to Eric Clapton? So, someone, if you're on committee, you've got to do that.
Just say, like, I was having a look at the workshop scheduling, the music one. I keep thinking, but could I lead an Eric Clapton group?
Like a tribute video to him. And
then a Morrissey one, and...
Yeah. Then what else?
For someone else on committee,
wait, actually, I remember. We tried this last year and no one actually did it, so I'm going to do it again.
We're losing listeners rapidly.
Right. At the general meeting today, there'll be a pitch bit, right? And I want somebody to stand up, and we did this last year, no one did it. Pitch and say, I want to make a documentary about... Oh, that's Canada. I want to make a documentary about this cheese factory. Yeah, the Blur Drummond Smitty. I want you to stand up and pitch. I want to make a documentary about the Blur Drummond Cheese and Dairy House.
Okay.
And we're going to need all of the equipment because it's a big deal. And if anyone wants to help make this a documentary, please just let me know.
And it will be over the course of the reading week. You're going to book a van out with... You're going to apply to the treasuries to get some money to book a van out, and you're going to go down on the Monday on the reading week. You'll be back on the Friday, so it's a whole shoot you're doing.
Okay.
And you need all the equipment, so if you could book it out for that week.
Yeah. And just pitch it and be passionate about it. Do some research on Blur Drummond beforehand. And then, yeah. And anyone else in committee or otherwise, at the committee meeting, what could they do?
What about the members meeting?
Yeah, what?
Would have been ones from the past. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just asking people
what to
to
expect.
say and do stupid things.
Yeah. You could,
What was it last year? We asked somebody this season, and then in the committee meeting, they went on a ramble about how their mum was in Paris and they met
Roman
They met
Polanski.
Roman Polanski, got a selfie. Who else did they say that again? Was it Ian that said it? It might have been.
I would have totally believed him.
So actually, if you're in the committee meeting or the members meeting, maybe just say like, you know, it was really cool because my uncle was best boy on one of Polanski's recent films.
My aunt judged a Polanski short film at the HB Film Festival.
Actually, if you're a member, don't do it. Just do it in committee because, yeah, you don't want a bad reputation as a member, I guess.
Yeah, saying that he's a close personal friend.
But if you're a member, go on a rant about and say that.
If you're in the committee meeting, just say, I actually don't think we should be doing a horror workshop tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And just make our case for why we shouldn't do it.
Where's the Polanski workshop?
Yeah. Why isn't it the nice workshop? We just make nice movies. You know?
Why can't we do a rom-com
No,
workshop
actually,
instead?
put a complaint in about the toilet film at the end of the See,
just this
you
is
don't
grossly offensive.
go up
Too
to a
crude.
committee member and say, look, it wasn't cool, you shouldn't have been filming in that toilet.
Yeah,
Anything could have happened.
Go to one of the well-being officers.
Yeah, and say,
who are they?
I can't stand the thought
James
of you
and
guys
James and Sam.
wasting
James and
time.
Sam.
You were wasting time on us. Someone could have been outside that really needed it and grossly irresponsible.
The other toilets in the
Hygiene-
atrium are closed.
hygiene reasons as well.
All the kids
Taking in
stinks.
equipment into a toilet, you could have dropped the camera down the blue. It was the responsibility. It's an outrage.
Yeah. Why is a member on the toilet on the floor? He could get a disease.
You'd just be really concerned about Kieran's
Safety.
health and safety.
I haven't seen him at the workshop. Is he okay?
Last I heard, he was in the
Yeah.
toilet.
I'll
Is
come
he
back.
still in there?
I'll come back next week with a cough and just very pale makeup. It's like I'm okay.
So that is your activity.
Please do.
You pick one of them, and if someone else has already done it and you don't know, just do it anyway.
Or in the committee meeting, if you don't want to pitch the cheese, if you're a committee and you're hearing this and you don't want to pitch the cheese thing in front of members, pitch it to committee today. A Drummond Blair Smitty Farm Shop Butchery and Cafe.
How did they even find that? Did they just looking up cheese factories?
Cheese factory near Stirling.
Yeah.
It's the same one I was looking at like 5 months ago.
I'm sure they'd love to.
We'll get it shine eventually.
So that's your assignment for those still listening in the last 5 minutes. And if you want to phone in the last 5 minutes of the show, please do so. We'd love to talk to you.
Crawford did have a song earlier. I'm
Oh.
sure you want to
Oh
play.
yeah. What was it?
We could play out
Chat.
on that.
Pardon?
We could play out on that.
We will.
I like the soundboard that they have that they're never going to use.
But we keep it right in the middle.
And what's the difference between... Oh, he's called. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Henry Swindells?
Yes, hello. It's me.
It's an honour. How are you doing in this fine morning?
Is it in the morning still?
Is it?
Afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing fantastic, thank you, Ben. A bit under the weather, but I'm still delivering mail to the fine people of Iowa.
Posty, hard at work.
Yeah, I love a bit of post-production, you know what I mean? Always wanted to be in it. Always wanted to be in the industry, now I'm doing it. You know?
Yeah.
Living life.
Well, you never know. You could end up delivering post to Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm actually putting it through Steven Spielberg's mailbox as we speak, so...
He always wanted to direct, so he's directing a package at the front door.
So how's your Is this your first show?
Yeah, just started up. The first radio show of the whole semester.
Fantastic. How's it going?
Well, we had some difficulties starting up because it's not actually been on since like April or whenever we did it.
That's classic Ciaran there.
Yeah, and we've just heard as well, Ciaran has bought a package, a drive full of hours and hours worth of your voice.
Oh, fuck.
Lost media that has been restored and will get uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even the racist episodes.
Especially the racist episodes.
Who is the racist episode with? Who is the guest?
With Callum County.
Wow.
County, actually.
He seems so nice. Like when you talk to him.
I know.
You would never have guessed it. We'll dedicate a song to you actually. Is there any song you'd like to play? We went out on this. We'll dedicate this.
Yeah, well, one song that has always helped me in my darkest moments is Relight My Fire by Take That.
You got that Relight My Fire?
That makes it, because we're relighting the
we'll
fire.
We'll dedicate this to you. We'll go out on that. Have you anything you want to go out on, sir?
Well, I wish you the best of luck. You guys are going to smash. I'm sure it's had a great show. I'm sure it's going to be always on at the same time. Cool.
Yeah, we fought to get that time period.
Did you have to fight?
Next week. Who you guess next week?
I don't know. We don't have any at the moment. We just got this like last night. They said last night at like 10 we could start up. So, what would you suggest if you had to threaten people to come on the show? What were your tactics?
Well, I think you gotta individualize it. So for like some people, you'll be like, oh, everyone's gonna hear your voice if they really like talking. You know, they're like.
Right.
The other people, you gotta find dirt. You know, you gotta find like. You gotta stalk their social media and be like, you in 2006 committed this crime, and now you have to come on the show. I said, or you know, just maybe center it around a guest. So like, if you know there's a guest with a certain letterbox review about something.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of like workshop videos we can find where there's the cancelable material in it. You know.
Yeah, just find out what people would talk about, what people have to say about something, and then maybe center the episode around that. Maybe I should have done that a few times. That sounds like something I should have done.
Well, actually, I think you should come on next week because we have just listened to some of your playbacks and it's quite a lot of dirty stuff.
Yeah? How's it held up?
You should come on and correct the record when you get a chance. Clear your name.
Okay, I'm probably full of contradictions. Next Wednesday, I'm at work next Wednesday, so it's a shame because I was off last Wednesday, but I don't think I'll be available. But I can call in.
Yeah, we'll be hearing from you.
I'll be in touch.
Air3 Radio will never escape from your voice.
Oh yeah. But thank you for taking on the show. I'm sure you've had a great one. Thank you, Ciaran, for being the first guest.
Dylan was the first guest. I didn't show up.
Dylan was the official guest, and Ciaran was in the area, and he just walked in here, and we couldn't get rid of him.
Well, good for him. Alright, peace and love, my dudes.
Bye, Henry.
Peace and love.
Bye, Henry.
Same. Well, that was Henry Swindells, and we have come to the end of the show, so we'll just play this, I guess, in honor of him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Peace and love. See you at the horror workshop if you're going to be there. If not, enjoy the Suds play. And if you're not going to either of those, then
rethink.
Why are you listening to this?
Yeah.
What else could you possibly be doing today?
Now,
except
maybe
go to
it's
the
like
horror
R3 people that want to listen to all of them to show support, I guess. And
well,
just
thank you for your support. We
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the first show.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you for listening.
See you later.
Is that mic still on?
security.